Hey, it's relationship realities tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And of course, if you are new, welcome. If you're returning, welcome. Let me know where you are watching from. If you're watching the replay, type replay in the comments section. Again, this is Relationship Realities Podcast, hosted by yours truly, Texas Brown Sugar. Y'all, this is the space where we dig deep, we laugh hard, and we get real about what it takes to build a strong, healthy marriage. We do everything from video reactions to candid chats. We are all about sparking those aha moments and, of course, stirring up some conversations that matter. So make sure you grab your favorite snack, your drink, and get comfy. We are going to dive in and make those relationship realities a dream come true. Now, before we get into our first topic, we have to pause for the cause because today's sponsor, of course, is TexasBrownSugar.com. Are you ready to level up your relationship? Well, whether you're single, dating, or married, Relationship Realities has everything you need: expert advice, real talk, and a thriving community that's all about building strong, healthy connections. Join us today so you can get those exclusive relationship insights, resources, and more at texasbrownsugar.com. Don't just navigate love, thrive in it. What's good, y'all? Tonight's lineup, man, we got a lot to look at tonight. Uh, this is some interesting stuff, some very interesting stuff. This first creator, and again, I am going to put the content creators handle in the description. Make sure that you visit each of their creators pages. Again, as a creator, it's hard to get on this platform a lot of times and be vulnerable to the world. So if these people spark interest, and make sure you check their page out. Again, it will be in the description below. This first video, it very interesting. Let's get started. Let's check this one out.
God, men in my comments, you should try to date a regular guy. Why would I do that? Be fucking for real. The passion that boils in my bones, the desire, the decisions I've made every single day, the hard work I've put into myself, and you want me to just go get a guy with a regular job? Be so for real. Be so for real. It's no disrespect to those men. You guys are valuable. You are God's creatures. I love you. But do I want to mate with you? No. The passion that I put into my everyday life, the grind, the consistency. I'm a serial entrepreneur. My businesses are thriving. I'm so proud of me. And you want me to just date men for any old reason? No. Like the way that I'm building my family and my empire, I am scouting your genetics. This isn't going to work for me, babe. I don't want you to have 12 kids all over the earth. Oh, no. That's embarrassing for me. I'm judgmental. I hate how everybody tries to act all perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm judgmental. I'm judging all of y'all. And I don't want no parts of that shit. Your decisions are showing up in your life. You have the job you have today because for the last 5 years you thought it was playtime. It's not playtime for me yet. And I've known that probably since I was about 16. I've seen the struggle of my family for generations. And I was like, I'm going to be the one to change this. And now you want me to go make with some guy that has a regular job? What does that even mean? What is a regular job? If you're talking about NFL players and athletes, when have you seen me date an NFL player or an athlete? What are y'all even talking about? I've dated one person in the limelight for 6 months as a fun fling, and now you want to put it on me like no, I've had two boyfriends my whole life. I'm very selective. And I'm not disappointed in that decision. But now I'm definitely more thorough. I'm still young, but I'm not 21. I'm not just out here, oh, let's go have a good time. Give me some money. No, I'm getting money. I'm not dating. I don't know what you mean when you say go date a regular guy. I want to date a man whose passion and desires have been showing up every single day consistently. That to me is so sexy. You're hungry and you're eating. I like that. I like that. You respect yourself. You respect your family. You like your bloodline. Yeah. Come over here. But a regular guy who's just getting by, who's okay with the bare minimum? No fucking way. I worked too hard. God made me too special. No.
Okay, so where do I begin with this? Let me first address the comment of God made her too special. For those of you who are dealing with insecurities, let me tell you that God created everyone in their own special way. Everyone is original. There is no one that is too special. God created you in his image. Why would God make someone in his image more special than the next? So I don't know what her intentions were, but I truly believe that God gave each and every one of us a gift, a purpose. Now, whether or not we choose to to catapult and to build upon that purpose is up to you. I don't think any one person is more special than the next. You have a purpose. God created you for a special purpose. Each person has their own special purpose. What sets those apart are what that she may be saying she's too special is she is honed into what her purpose is, and she is killing it. But she is no more special than you or I. It's a matter of, have you found your purpose and are you living out your purpose? Enough about that. Let's get started. Help me understand, y'all, in the comments section. What is a regular guy? She kept referring to a lot of people, men commenting she needs to date a regular guy. What does that even mean in 2025? Is a 9 to 5 a regular guy? Is no blue check on social media a regular guy? If he's not an entrepreneur, is he a regular guy? Like, what is the definition today of a regular guy? Help me understand this, y'all. Y'all know I have not been in the dating world in forever, but I I don't know what a regular guy is. I mean, would you guys rather build with someone who is passionate and consistent, or someone who has already arrived? And it sounds like she's looking for someone who has already arrived. Um, Maybe I'm wrong. Me, I, I have to build with someone. I want to build with someone who's passionate and consistent. I don't want anybody who has arrived already, because then what do I have to look forward to for us to build together? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's easier to be with someone who's already arrived. It's set up for you. You just plop right into the driver's seat. Right, I'm sorry, the passenger seat. Me, I want to have fun with you. I want to build with you. I want to be a part of something. That's just my take. Do y'all think that she's being an elitist, or she's just setting high standards? Because we talked about this the other day. And, how I feel about setting standards, and those that are exceptionally high and those that are exceptionally long, per se. I think she is, her high standards could potentially put her in a situation where she is going to be single for a very long time. And I know she said no disrespect when she was talking about men who are regular, but was it, or was it not? I mean, where is the line that you draw between preference and shade? Like I consider myself a regular girl who's with a regular guy. And I'm not for sure if I really want someone who's not a regular guy. And I say that because there's a lot that comes with being someone who is not a regular guy. And maybe because I am a regular girl, that's my preference. I I don't know. I, another thing Christina said was that she's scouting genetics. Child, I don't know. Is dating now a breeding strategy? What about us vibing? I understand that we are to be focused on building a life together, but the whole genetics comment kind of threw me off, because I'm like, are we breeding, or are we building? And I don't necessarily believe that in order for us to break generational cycles, that we have to be so concerned about genetics. And don't get me wrong. I believe we definitely need to be concerned about the person's character. But genes, that's a bit much. I mean, is that what we doing now in 2025? And if she is very concerned about genetics, does that give her the right to be super choosy? I don't know. And matching energy. Are you wanting someone who's just like you? Or are you wanting someone who compliments you? Because if I want someone who is matching my energy, I'm basically cloning myself. Where's the fun in that? Like, how do we build something? There's nothing diverse about that situation. Y'all tell me in the comments, am I wrong for my thinking? Ladies, would you date a regular guy? I mean, especially if he had a vision and a drive, but he just has not arrived yet. A lot of men are not at the same level as women a lot of times, meaning age. Are not as mature. So it may be times you find someone your age he was not at your quote unquote level, but he's got the drive, he's got the vision, and you can see that in him. And he just needs someone by his side to help build that up. Is that someone you guys would date? Fellas, I need y'all to chime in. How do you feel when you hear women talk like this? Do you feel challenged? Do you feel disrespected? And then, what if this person who is average, is average guy with an average job, can he be extraordinary in his character? Again, y'all know me. I'm all, what is this person's character like? I mean, cool. I gotta look at you, yeah. But if you have the money, you have the looks, but behind closed doors, you beating on me? That is not a healthy relationship. Sometimes I wonder, are we really looking for a person who I am going to be in a lasting relationship with? Because someone with extraordinary character, that relationship is going to be healthier and last longer than someone who has a good credit score and is a model. Yeah, I mean, from this video, I just hope that some of the things that you can take or garner from this is that dating someone does not necessarily mean that they have to be on your level, meaning that they don't have to match your income, they don't have to match your energy, they don't have to match your integrity per se. As long as the character is there, as long as you see that this person can be that, can get there, you could miss out on a whole lot because you don't see that person at your level right here and right now. Imagine 2 years later, this person is at your level, but he with somebody now. Ladies, y'all just missed that dude because he wasn't at your level at that time. And then I'm wondering, is God in your dating preferences? Y'all doing a whole lot of what his credit score look like, what he looking like, but y'all ain't concerned whether or not he got that God. Ah, let's take a look at the next video. This one's Man, let's take a look.
Has its challenges, but you got to have God first. You got to stay on your knees praying. I'm married to a sex symbol. You know, growing up, when we first got together, I mean, you know, I've had my times where I would be going off and, you know, mad at this one because they looked at him this way. And, you know, but that was years ago. Todd and I got married in 95. His cousin, Marion, gave me this book called The Power of a Praying Wife. We have a tendency of praying and being like, Lord, change him. Lord, make him this way. Lord, make him that way. But the first thing that I read in that book was that you have to change yourself. You can't.
Y'all, she is dropping some knowledge. She said you had to change yourself first. We gonna get into that.
And change nobody. You can have standards and you can have boundaries and all of that, but you can't change anybody. You can change yourself. And that's what I did. I changed myself.
What did you need to change about yourself?
Being
I'm glad she asked that follow up question. It's almost, she's like, what? You had to change something? Yes, honey, we are not perfect.
with the mouth all the time, going off about this, going, you know, just like
Being in around the way, girl.
yeah, being in around the way, girl. Right, exactly. And as you get older, you mature. I got to a point where women will come up to me and they'll be like, oh my God, your husband is so fine. And I'll be like, girl, I know. You think I could get a picture with him? Sure, go ahead, go on and ask him for a picture. Just don't be disrespectful. The disrespect, I can't deal with.
Right.
The disrespect. I'm at
Take off the
54.
hoops at that point.
54, I'm ready to
Right.
take off the hoop. I didn't feel the need to have to be every place with Todd. I didn't feel like I needed to travel with him everywhere to keep my eye on him and all of that stuff because I was very confident in our relationship and in our marriage. And at the end of the day, if somebody gonna fool around, they gonna fool around, right? What I did as a woman was that I made my house a home. Because home is where the heart is at. The closer you get to God, the more you understand who God is in your life, is the more you're going to understand who you are and what your purpose is.
Fam, have drop in the comment section. Have you ever read The Power of a Praying Wife or even heard of it? If you have not, uh, check it out. It is a great book. And as she indicated, one of the first things that you will learn from this book is that you can't pray for your husband until you have gotten right with yourself, until you have gotten right with your heart, that your heart is pure. And in the book, there's different sections on what you should pray for with your husband. They're fine, you know, him managing the finances, you know, praying for their companionships, their friendships, praying that they learn how to manage temptation, praying that they can be the best provider for the family. And I think there's like different 20 parts, but this is a really good book by Stormy Omartin. I think that's how you say her last name. Definitely check this out. It is an eye opener because again, the very first thing you will learn from this is that you got to get right first before you can do any praying for anyone else. Go ahead, check that out, y'all. It's a great book. And if you have, let me know in the comment section what you thought of the book. I really liked it. I probably need to reread it again. What is something that y'all had to unlearn about relationships once you got in one, like for real, for real. For me, I had to unlearn that I don't have to argue about everything. Like I don't, some things is not, it's not worth the argument. That's definitely one thing that I had to unlearn. But Simone said that marriage has its challenges, and it does, but that God comes first. Do y'all think that people underestimate the spiritual side of marriage? Do you think that being having a slick mouth and being a quote unquote around the way girl is emotionally mature? No, not at all. I definitely think we tend to really downplay the spiritual side of marriage. We get so consumed with the wedding that most of the time we are not even thinking about the marriage because we get caught up in this wedding and planning the wedding. And then once the wedding is over with, now you got a whole husband, a whole marriage now. What do you do next? Did y'all agree with her comment that if somebody's gonna fool around, they're gonna fool around? Is that facts? Look, I wholeheartedly agree with her on that one. Regardless of what you say, what you do, how you react, if that person is tempted there and they don't know how to manage that temptation, they are going to fall. They are going to do them, regardless of whether you are behind that person 24/7, whether or not you are checking a phone. If the person is tempted, they are going to be tempted and they're going to fall. You just have to pray. Again, check out the book. You got to just pray that your husband, your spouse, will learn how to manage and not fall for temptation. They're an adult. They are going to make and choose paths that may not make sense, may do some things that just quite downright silly. That's why it's important that you pray for them. And LL Cool J's wife also made a comment that she said, in my house, she said, I made my house what, a home. In your opinion, put in the comment section, what actually makes a house feel like a home for a man? And let's talk about for the woman. What makes a house feel like a home for a woman? Me, a home, what makes it a home for me? Laughter. I love to hear my children laughing and playing. What makes my house feel like a home for me is sometimes nothing. Like just sitting in and around your family, just sitting on the couch looking at my husband as he's scrolling through social media, and just peace. That's what's a home for me. Ladies, now have y'all ever tried to pray him into changing before you changed you? I'm definitely somebody who's dealt with that. Yeah, because I wasn't taught. I hadn't learned that I really needed to work on me before I could do any praying for him. And I certainly remember, like, oh, ladies, I know y'all sat there and prayed. I pray that he makes the right decision, when it comes to these finances. I pray he makes the right decision about this house. But I never thought to pray for myself, pray that I got myself together. Because a lot of times what you will quickly realize is that what happens when you get yourself right is you end up becoming an example, and that your spouse and your children will see you as the example, as what to do and what not to do. It's amazing what that will do, and also gives you peace. Oh, plenty of peace. Now, fellas, I didn't forget about y'all. What makes you feel at peace and feel like you are covered when you walk into your home? I know a lot of men, they're like, I just want to walk in to the home with no nagging, with just walk in and arms open wide and greeted. That's what a lot of men want, when they want, like, to make them feel at peace when they come into their home. Some wisdom that I want to drop, that you guys, maturity is just not an age. It is self-control in love. You can't bring the streets into your sacred space and think that you're going to have some peace. It's just not going to happen. This going back and forth and smart mouth and being this around the way girl is not going to bring peace into your home. And if prayer is not part of your plan, don't expect your foundation to have favor, because it's not going to work. It's not. Moving on to this last reaction video. This is a live streamer who got into an argument with his girlfriend on live. Ooh, child.
I don't care. Trust me.
You do.
I don't. I really don't.
All right, bro. It's unmuted, bro. Come on.
I don't care.
Please don't ruin the vibes. Niggas wanted to
Then
have
you
fun.
already were the vibes.
Okay. Just chill. Let's just
I
go
don't
there.
give a fuck.
Let's just go there and have fun.
It just feels secure. Like what?
I know you want to emasculate me.
The fuck?
You want to
You
look
at me. Like what?
You want to emasculate me on camera. I know.
No, and you want to embarrass me. So what's the difference?
I know. I'll let you emasculate me on camera.
I don't give a fuck. You're reading comments about 15-year-olds. Like shut up. Don't let that fuel
I know. Go ahead, bro. You can get your clips. I'm letting you get the clips. You
Nigga,
can get the
I don't
followers.
care. There's no clips to be clipped.
You can get the girls that support you in the comments. Like, no, she's right. I'm letting you get boosted. Go ahead.
I don't need people to tell me that. I already know that.
I know. Emasculate me on camera. I'm insecure. I'm short. My dick is small. My beard don't connect. I know. Just say whatever you want to say. That's good, bro. Go ahead. I just want to go into Top Golf and have
Alright,
fun.
I don't give a fuck.
So what you gotta say to the day. I genuinely, bro. That ashwagandha is making me feel I don't really care.
Okay, cool. Then why do you care about my shorts?
It's not about that.
Exactly.
It's the fact that I didn't see the rips on the shorts. You say fit check. I turn around and your ass crack is literally ass cheek is hanging out the rips of the shorts. If they were down more and that was your leg, that's one thing. But I'm on camera. We're going on stream. It's in real life stream. That's not the image I would like to portray and want people to see of my girlfriend. I would like you to. It's not about the shorts. You can.
Okay, well,
it's not about the length.
you could have been mature about it instead of telling everybody about me. Instead of, I don't like the outfit.
I apologize for all the profanity. YouTube about to strike this one. Fam, have y'all ever had an argument in public and regretted it? I don't know if I have. And what is in the comment section? What is the wildest thing you've seen a couple argue about in front of other people? I remember we were playing. It was couples night, and we were playing. I think it was gestures, and they really got to arguing about the answer, and we had to shut game night down early. I was like, was that worth it? I mean, did I miss something? I don't know. And I wonder with this situation, was this really an argument or was this for clicks? And is it worth, is the argument worth getting some clicks on social media? Y'all definitely drop in the comment section who's wrong here. Or is it just two insecure people who triggered each other in real time? I did not see the full live. I didn't see her with the short song. Do you think he was wrong for calling her out on the live stream about her outfit? Or do you think she was wrong for doing a fit check on live stream? Would you feel, and I think this may have been her issue, is that she felt disrespected on the live stream because he did call her out. Would you feel disrespected if your partner criticized you and your outfit, or would you appreciate the honesty? Ladies, in a situation like that, in public, on a live, I think it's very important that you take that issue offline. Yes, you are immediately going to feel criticized. Simply, let's talk about this after you are off your live. Let's talk about this when we get in the car. We a lot of times are quick to with this tongue, and it can quickly go downhill with your words. And I honestly believe this young man had he was being quite honest, and I believe he really felt a certain way about her outfit and how he did not want others to see or to view his girlfriend in that way. And again, ladies, we have to understand that men are protectors. And because they are protectors, they're going to do what's necessary to protect you, to protect your appearance on live, because they know how other men are. They are trying to protect you from any negative comments that you get online. I also think there is a right time for you to check your partner. There's a right time and there's always a right place, especially if it reflects, if you feel like it reflects on you too. Could he have said it in a different way, been a bit more discreet about it? Yes, absolutely. Could she have not got on camera and did an outfit check? Absolutely. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Are y'all team don't embarrass me on live, or are you team you knew what you signed up for? Good. I'm sure that outfit was not something new. He knows she likes to dress like that. But now it's different when she's on live because he doesn't want the younger crowd, the his audience to see what he has. Have y'all ever had to apologize for something you said in public that should have stayed private? Typically when you go off and you say a lot of stuff to hurt that person. And a lot of times that's stuff that's private, that's stuff that should stay between you and your partner. And it's easy for that stuff to slip out. Lessons from this video. If you can't talk to your partner in private, don't perform the pain in public. If you and him can't talk about that behind closed doors, don't perform for me on the live stream. Don't perform for me because there are more people who are watching. And ladies, accountability is not humiliation. Let me say that again. Accountability is not humiliation. It's not. Ladies, a lot of times we are not held accountable for the things that we do. And when we are, we feel as if someone is trying to humiliate us. We feel that someone is trying to attack us. And a lot of times that is not the case. That person is simply trying to look out for you. That person is simply trying to help you be the best you. Accountability ain't humiliation. Lastly, respect in relationships isn't just about the tone, it's about the timing and the setting. Respect in relationships is about timing and the setting, the right place, the right time. Not just only about the tone, but there's a time and place for everything. Your tongue is sharp, your words can be sharp like a knife. And if the timing and the setting are not right, your words to that person gonna go in one ear and out the other, and it will not be an effective accountability session. Y'all, let me know what your thoughts are on tonight's videos. I enjoyed myself tonight talking about these videos. What do y'all want to see me react to? Let me know. I there's so much stuff out there. But shoot me a message. Send something in the comment section. Let me know what you want me to react to. Until next week, I am